Hi and welcome to the Art of Tarot and to your March 2025 readings. This is a little intro to sum up everything you need to know before we get to start the reading. You can also click directly into your reading in the timestamps if you don't have time for this little introduction. I am Stephanie Kosher. I am an artist, a musician, and also your favorite tarot card reader. And I do readings in a way that is a little more psychological than it is esoteric, but I do use the Western astrology system and the tarot system, of course, to gain more insight, maybe a little guidance, maybe a little inspiration for a situation that we're struggling with, or just, for an input that we want to have as a little bit of a spiritual push forward. I do use astrology, as I mentioned, Western astrology. I don't believe in astrology. I do not believe in astrology, is how I always like to say, but it is a very helpful and interesting medium and tool to gain more insight and to go a little deeper in the interpreting of the cards. Also, it really is important in the tarot card system because historically the tarot cards are connected to the astrological system, so we want to take advantage of that. In the first part of the reading, you will see a general energy that I'm talking about. In the second part of the reading, there is a relationship dynamic. So if you are struggling with relationships or you want to have a little more answers, this could be every relationship. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can also be any other relationship in your life that might be challenging or might be a little confusing. So we're gonna remind ourselves how to maybe deal with the situation with the help of the cards. And that's basically it. Check out my description box. Please subscribe to this channel. Give me a like, give me a comment if you enjoy these videos. I'm also mainly an artist and a musician, and I do all types of different creative things. So if you're interested in the big picture and all the other things that I'm doing next to this channel, then you can go to my website, you can go to my description box, you can go to my Instagram, of course, and see more of all the things I'm doing there. So enjoy your reading. Thank you so much for being here. These readings are separated into the different zodiac signs. So whatever you are identifying with is how I like to say it. It doesn't have to be your sign, but if you're feeling like a Leo today, then watch the Leo reading. If you're feeling like your sun sign, moon sign, ascendant, whatever, rocks your boat. So just go to where it draws you and enjoy a little message that might bring you further. I hope this is helpful, and I hope you enjoy, and I hope I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Hi and welcome to this Pisces 2025 March reading. I'm excited for you to do this reading, and the cards are already popping out, and we're not gonna waste too much time talking about other stuff. This is your general energy, as I've mentioned before. So we're starting with a Prince of Cups, which is already an indicator for Pisces. It's about water energy. We are continuing with a Four of Wands, very beautiful, and a Knight of Swords. I do like that. On the bottom of the deck, we have a Five of Pentacles. So this month could very well be, especially because the sun is in your sign, about yourself and how you relate also to other people. We do have a little bit of a romantic feel here with the Prince of Cups. The Prince of Cups is, in this deck in particular, saying we are really trying to understand our emotions, our feelings on a deeper level, and we are also trying to bring the air element, which is the element of the intellect, of fire, of air, of logic, of movement, in the mental plane. We are bringing that into our emotional realm. So this is about analyzing feelings. This could be about feeling more distanced maybe a little bit from your emotions, and trying to really comprehend what's going on, and also trying to be open for transformation and be open for understanding your emotional realm also on a deeper level. So he is really looking into that cup, as you can see, and he's looking into deeper into his own emotional realm. And if you look very closely, you can see that there is a snake in the cup. So he's really looking at this transformational energy, trying to understand and trying to integrate also his feelings, and moving forward with and through his feelings. Seeing it as tool, as fuel forward. We have a lot of forward energy here, even though the princes are a little slower in this case than this prince is a little slower than the Knight of Swords, because it's very fast energy here. But we are moving maybe into a realm, into an environment where we feel like we belong. That's the Four of Wands for me. A place where we feel like we belong, where we feel like something is coming to completion, where we also feel like maybe we found the right opposite for us to be inspired, to be a little bit also motivated and a little excited about. This is the Four of Wands that brings fire energy into the whole picture. So this could be, you know, a person, an environment, a job, a project, but something that really brings you joy and brings you inspiration. We have Venus in Aries here, and this is of course also talking about the ego related to beautiful things. Venus is a symbol of the beautiful things in life, and Aries is very much about pioneering, initiation, energy that is really bringing itself or themselves forward. We do have in March Venus, interestingly enough, going retrograde in Aries. So this is actually a big theme here that we have going on, and Aries is coming after Pisces, so it's right after you, the sign that's coming right after you, and Venus is going backwards actually in that sign, maybe figuring or trying to figure out again what has been learned when it comes to all the beautiful things in life, money, love. I'm saying money first because hardly anybody ever mentions money with Venus, but money is also Venus. It's art, it's music, it's all the beautiful things that we really like to enjoy and bring to the world. So of course, mainly it's about a feminine type of love, but it's more than that. It's much more than that in a romantic sense. It's more about the romance of life itself. So what do we maybe wanna reconsider when it comes to how we can create and really step forward, which is Aries, into a beautiful life? And where is that environment for us? And that's very much the Four of Wands. With the Knight of Swords, we have a very beautiful, clear and conscious energy about that. So I feel like we've learned here a lot about our emotional world and what feels right and where we are drawn to, what we are passionate about, and what we feel compelled to do also from a deeper standpoint. And then we come into a very clear, logical, decisive energy where we're also like, okay, this is good for me. I know this is a good choice. The Knight of Swords is also making fast and good and rational choices. On the bottom of the deck, we're dealing with a Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles is maybe the underlying issue that we can tell that where we are at right now, maybe we don't feel things are moving fast enough, or we don't really feel our worth being appreciated in an environment. This could be the Five of Pentacles, or we have some sort of lack, some sort of lack of resources, maybe lack of energy, maybe also just lack of physical energy. Can be the Five of Pentacles. It doesn't necessarily mean we're sick or have any serious illness going on. It's sometimes just like that an environment can really weigh you down because things are not progressing, or things are not inspiring, things are not moving you. So with Taurus and Mercury, we have more of a heavy energy, especially when it comes to communicating. Things are not really moving very fast. We have to worry a lot about circumstances, about details. That's also the Five of Pentacles, and the worrying is kind of the energy that is holding us back a little bit. At the same time, we are in a process of moving ourselves out of some established sense of security that is just a little too constrictive. Is that a word? I hope that's a word. It's constricting us, which would be the Four of Pentacles, and that's kind of a revolution. The Five of Pentacles is actually kind of a revolutionary energy, but the revolution is exhausting, if you know what I mean. It's like we have to fight. We have to. There is things holding us back. There is structures holding us back. There is forces that try to push us back or to pull us back into this system that is not working for us anymore. And that's why the Five of Pentacles is sometimes quite exhausting type of energy, where we feel like, oh, but we're putting in all, it's a lot of effort, but we don't see the results. And if we don't get the inspiration, and if we don't feel like we have the lightness in this type of situation, then it becomes really difficult to move us further. So with the Four of Wands here, I think we do have that lightness that's coming back, and we can make very, very fast and very, very rational, logical decisions to move forward into what's more for us, or what is for us. Okay, so let's see what the relationship dynamics have to say. For all the decks, as you know, you can just check out my description box and you see what decks I'm using. Please leave a comment, a like, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. Thanks for being here. Thanks for returning. All right, so this other person, oh, Three of Swords. It already did peek out. I already saw it. It already wanted to come out, and I was like, no, let's just push it back in. But yeah, I mean, there is another person that is, I don't want to just say it so bluntly, like heartbroken, but there can be a person who is maybe making a head over heart decision, or is being triggered by your behavior. Of course, this doesn't have to be romantic. This can also be a, oh, we have the Two of Cups. This can also be a platonic relationship or family stuff. But the Three of Swords is often a heart over head decision, or a difficult decision that we have to make, or something affecting us, and a decision or type of communication maybe coming towards us, affecting us, affecting our heart, obviously here. So Six of Wands, maybe you don't see, maybe the problem here really is that you might not see this situation from a positive standpoint, and this might obviously hurt a person. Maybe you're like just overworking with somebody, or you really don't see how you can make something work. I don't think you feel good about the situation either. It's not like a, you know, it's not like a negative energy towards the person, I would say. It's more like in general not feeling very triumphant or positive about a situation. It could also be, I mean, with the Six of Wands, we also have sometimes the messenger. So it could be a card about being the messenger for good news. If it's in the reverse, maybe you also might be the messenger of bad news for a person, which could obviously be hurtful or triggering. The thing is more like, I mean, you are in like this mentality where it's like, I don't feel like it's enough, or there is enough, there's something missing, you know. So it could be that your attitude towards this comes from this lack of being in touch with yourself right now, which is not, I don't want to say this in a like you know, condescending way, or like you have to work on it, because this builds up so much pressure. Often it's like all these coaches and all these tarot readers like, well, there's a lack mentality and we need to work on our yeah, okay, we know, but still sometimes it's there and we cannot really pinpoint it. And this could be quite triggering to a person, that you don't see. Maybe there's a mirroring maybe of a worth thing, that this is not worth the effort, or worth the trouble or something. But it's really more about ourselves. So the Star in the reverse. Well, yeah, I mean, we do have the Two of Cups here again, and the Star in the reverse, which is, we do have, as we've mentioned, the Venus retrograde in Aries. So that's starting March 1st, going till let me check. Oh, it is entering Pisces in retrograde. Oh, okay. So it is entering your sign on March 27th. So this whole thing really becomes even more prominent by the end of the month, where you might get a little more clear about answers, or about finding answers, figuring out answers with a person, because Mercury is also going retrograde into your sign end of the month. So this might really be about going back into a situation, trying to figure something out that hasn't been figured out. Which I don't mean by that there is necessarily a reconciliation, but maybe there is really some sense of trying to understand something on a deeper level, understand your emotions on a deeper level, understand what is for you, and making the accurate steps when it comes to that, and figuring out what's really missing here. It is not about fighting. It is not about, I don't think this is about fighting for or against somebody. This is more about understanding and figuring out how a connection brings up your own topics of lack, you know. So what does this person maybe represent, or what does this outer energy represent when it comes to your own lack mentality, or things that you feel like are missing or are difficult or are hard, and why do they have to be hard? So this is really not so much, I feel, I mean, it is about romantic stuff, because we have this Two of Cups here too, but it's really more about which environments are right for us also when it comes to people in general. But the Two of Cups in the reverse, there is this sense of being disconnected, even though we know there is strong feeling there is the potential of love and connection, but at the same time we are having a hard time connecting, if that makes sense. That's the Two of Cups in the reverse for me. But there's a chance in that, because there's an Ace of Pentacles here, and I feel like there's a chance in working something out for yourself in the long term. This doesn't have to be, you know, I'm not that type of channel here that's trying to be like, oh yes, this is your partner, or this is, I'm just trying to find new layers where we can untangle some of this whole relationship, dating, interpersonal thing. So it's not so much about what's going to happen, it's more about reflecting on what is, and how to find methods and maybe ideas to build something, and find true connections with ourselves and with the outside. So we have Ace of Pentacles, Devil in the reverse, which I do like when the Devil in the reverse is here, because it says like this can help us really let go of some unhealthy patterns, and it is a chance to build a new type of sustainable way for ourselves when it comes to relationships, whatever that means with a particular person. But a person here is really helping us, and the trigger points also of a person are helping us to understand. Maybe sometimes it's really like as simple as, okay, this person has to heal and it has nothing to do with me, and I'm questioning why am I still drawn to these energies, these unhealed like type of people, where it's becoming very difficult to be actually authentic with myself. Because as soon as I show up in an authentic way, there might be, or there's a fear of that. There is a fear of that from both sides, which is weird, because the Star in the reverse is really like indicating that we have difficulty to show ourselves fully. All right, I will draw some charms just to finish this up. No, that's a lot. Yeah, the S is here, so it really is difficult to show your true self here in this connection. Maybe that's also something that is somehow disappointing for this person, because they don't know why, actually. There is some sexual attraction here. There is, I think, a very strong wish to really show yourself with this attachment charm in yellow, which is about the self and the solar plexus. It has the same color than this star. There, yeah, it's all about the carnival. It's all about this show authentic expression of the self. It's difficult. It might even be that you can see the hurt of a person, so you're holding back, even though it's not helpful to the person and the person is not asking you to, because it seems like they're stable in, they can't handle the pain, you know. It's like it's nothing. This is a really strong one. It's a real meteorite from Russia. This is really strong. So this person is not as sensitive as you might think, maybe. Yeah, so try to go into creative environments with this charm here. Maybe do some artwork stuff or creative stuff. And this is still a lucky this is still a lucky moment for you. So with this ladybug, we still have this lucky moment energy here. All right, Pisces, thank you so much for being here. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I hope I'll see you back next time. Check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars signs, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.